right, and we're off. Give me your opening statement, Alan.
Beerus exists in Dragon Ball Z, therefore your argument is invalid.
That's a no. Beerus hasn't showed up in any of Z, and so you can't
Actually, if
use
you
him.
check the scans that I sent, yeah, he does. Battle of Gods takes place as the
No,
final
Battle of
saga
Gods
of
isn't
Z.
a canon movie of Z. I made
It
it. I
is a
know. I
canon
made it
movie.
clear that I am only taking canon
No, yeah, yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, it is a canon
Battle
movie.
of Gods has been
Creator
retconned.
Akira
No,
Toriyama
no,
worked
no, no.
deeply on it for the
So let me
first
make it
time.
clear,
Nostalgia factor. Battle of
Alan.
Gods
Let me talk
is
to you
the
about this.
first in
It
canon DBZ movie.
No, because it's been
What?
retconned, so it's no longer canon. They
And it
retconned
was
it.
retconned
No,
how?
it was
With
retconned
Super.
because
Is that your
yes, with
argument?
Super.
But the driving points are still there, and Beerus exists in
No,
Dragon
Beers
Ball
doesn't
Z.
exist. And
Yes, he does. If you
even
check the
if I
scans I
give you
sent,
no,
it
even if
literally
I
says
give you
it.
Beerus, no, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Yes. What is this statement?
Mm-hmm.
Gizmodo. You're gonna cite Gizmodo as a source.
Mm-hmm. Well, here, if you want to use Wiki, or unless you want to say Wiki is
No,
unreliable,
no, none of these things are reliable.
the creator
No, no, no.
was
Akira.
Akira
That's
Toriyama,
cool. That's
correct?
cool. I agree with you that
Story
Akira Toriyama
by
created.
productionist
Let me
Toei.
explain to you what I'm saying
Uh-huh.
here, Alan. So I agree that Akira Toriyama created Battle of Gods. I totally agree with that. But Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods has been
Mm-hmm.
retconned in Super, and that's the
Correct,
timeline,
and I
so
will
you
not be
cannot use
using
it.
super feats because the driving points, as in the plot, exist as the final Dragon Ball Z saga. Does
No,
that
it
make sense
doesn't.
to you?
No,
Yes, it does. Did Beerus fight Goku? Yes. Did Goku receive Super Saiyan God? Yes. Did he absorb Super Saiyan God into his base Super Saiyan? Yes. As in the main points. If you want to look, I won't use any Dragon Ball super feats. Like I won't
no,
Beerus
Battle of
tapping and
Gods
casually
is
destroying
Super.
planets.
That's the problem.
It is Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball Super. I don't know, dude. It looks like a Z to me,
No, no, no. There
unless
is
they
a
draw
Z
their
there.
S's weird.
There is a Z there, but
So it's Dragon Ball Z.
it's been completely and utterly retconned, and so you can't use it.
As I said, the driving points are still there. Even if I don't get to use Beerus and Whis, you know what? Super Saiyan 3 and Majin Buu still exist. So
Do,
let's,
do so
okay.
you're saying that you want to use Super Saiyan 3 and Majin Buu from that? Even
I'm
if even
saying that's
if
all
I
I need.
allowed you?
All I would
No.
need is first form Frieza to like end your arc.
So
That's it.
what you're saying is you're not going to use any of the god characters.
No, yes, correct. I will not use Beerus. I will not use Whis. I
Whis.
will not use Jiren. All that shit happens in Super. I mean, Dragon Ball Z.
No,
You
it's
know.
super.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Ready? If you just do a quick Dragon Ball Saga search, right? Z under Z, the final saga of Z is listed as. Can you guess what it is?
The Buu arc.
Battle of Gods. No,
It's almost
Battle
like
of Gods.
you have a non-canon movie that people incorrectly cite all the time.
A non-canon movie that was said to be canon by
Yeah,
the
it was
creator.
no
You
it
claim that it's
so
retcon because it gets
so
adapted
let me
to Dragon
explain this
Ball
to you,
Super,
Alan.
but
Alan, let me explain
the
it to you,
movie
right?
came first. Okay, whatever. Look, you know what? I'll humor you. We won't use Battle of Gods. So
So we're not
you
using any
start
Battle
off
of
then.
Gods feats, right? So now I get to
Correct.
go into why Sakura is 4D and low multiversal.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead. Let me take my ibuprofen though. Ugh, I need these painkillers. Okay, go.
I would also start taking notes.
Uh
Otherwise, you
huh.
might get overwhelmed.
Yes, she punched Shin, so she's planetary. Continue.
No, Shin's 4D too.
Okay, continue.
You haven't even haven't even gotten all the scans out yet. I don't know what you're saying. Continue for. I haven't started.
Okay, well, start.
That's what I'm doing. It's almost like I like
Mm-hmm.
evidence for all of my statements.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Where's the last one? First, I'm going to go for 4D Momoshiki so you can understand all this. So, do you know
We're
about
debating
dimensional
Sakura.
tiering?
I don't give a fuck about
No, no,
Momoshiki.
no. So you have to understand the first 4D character, in order to understand why Sakura's 4D.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know
Okay.
dimensional tiering, Alan? 2D,
My
3D, 4D.
argument with this has always been Momoshiki is a bad character. Why the fuck would they give him a green background, a yellow background? Red tends to be, a sinister color. So I think you guys are blowing this red nebula dust a little bit out of proportion because,
That doesn't matter. No, that doesn't matter. You need
as
to
you know,
disprove it. You don't need to
as
argue. Okay, go for it,
okay,
Alan.
well,
Sorry.
prove that that's red nebula dust and not just the red fucking northern lights. Like, do you see why that type of scaling is retarded?
So,
Well, you
Alan,
don't because you
Alan.
use it.
No, I never said I agree with it. I just use it.
Yeah, that's literally what I just said. You just use it.
Okay, exactly. So, as I said, or as you probably know, there's a redshift nebula behind Momoshiki. You would need to disprove that it's a redshift nebula. I don't care whether you like it or not. There's a redshift nebula behind Momoshiki. Do you want me to send you a scholarly journal that says that redshift nebulas mean that the universe is ever expanding? I can do that, or you can just like,
Oh, no, I know.
okay,
You don't need to prove that because I agree with it.
okay. So redshift nebulas are basic signs of an ever-expanding universe. We have confirmation that in order to create a redshift nebula, you have to have a force comparable to the Big Bang. And whether you know this or not, it doesn't really matter because the amount of force that's exerted to cause a Big Bang is actually all the matter in the universe and all the kinetic energy in the universe. So it's a universal feat to create a Big Bang. We have Hi Geico. We have confirmation that Momoshiki created this, and so fucking GG Momoshiki's universal, and because they call these time spaces in Shippuden, and in
Okay,
Boruto.
okay. Get to Sakura. I don't fucking care about Momoshiki. I
All
don't
right,
debate
you should probably need to care because this is how you scale Sakura. Also,
Okay, well,
he
scale
created
Sakura. She
he
lands right on
created
it,
a
right?
time
He's
space.
universal. Boruto is universal. Jojo is universal. Continue. Just get to Sakura. I don't give a
I
fuck
have
about
to.
Momoshiki's
You have to
feelings.
let me get there, Alan.
Please stop interrupting.
Okay, well, then mute your mic.
Okay, gosh. Okay, so going on. Seeing as he all creates this within a time space, he has in base universal AP and is a or universal. No, it's just universal. AP and is a fourth dimensional being because he resides outside of time and space and rules over a time space. We have confirmation that he made it. So, Alan, first, do you want to debate any of this 4D universal Momoshiki?
No, like I said, I don't care. Just get to Sakura.
So you can see that Momoshiki is 4D.
I can concede when I never disagreed.
Okay, so you agree with the point. Okay, that's all
So
I
you
needed to know.
concede that you made a false claim already. All right.
No, really
Exactly.
didn't.
Get clapped.
I asked
Proceed.
you a question, but
Based.
so, Alan, you do know that anyone who can like harm a fourth dimensional being is also fourth dimensional, right?
Wrong.
Can you give me any evidence to disprove that claim then?
Okay. Evidence. Example. Okay. So we're gonna jump to Dragon Ball Z. It's irrelevant because it's super, but I'm not using it as a feat. I'm using it as an example. A little laser ring that I'm pretty sure. What the fuck was Frieza henchman's name?
Yeah,
Hurts Goku. Goku at this point is what? Universal? Let's just say Galaxy, right? Does that mean Frieza's henchman is Galaxy because his little ring shot
one
Goku? No.
one Goku.
Therefore,
No,
wrong.
Alan, let me explain
Wrong.
it to you.
Wrong. Continue though.
Let me tell you why that's a false analogy, right? So
Mm-hmm.
one, Goku was completely relaxed. Two, there's no reason for us to believe that Goku is a fourth dimensional being. Do you know why I said Momoshiki was fourth dimensional?
Did I say Goku was fourth dimensional? I said let's lowball him to Galaxy.
Well, you can be okay. Anyways, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter. I'm not scaling someone's strength off of Momoshiki. I'm just saying he's a fourth dimensional
He
being to
can get
combat
harmed.
Momoshiki.
If I threw a rock and it hurt Momoshiki, would you then say I'm four-dimensional because I threw a
No,
rock?
the
and it
rock
hurt
might
him?
be. So let me explain to you something. Let me explain
Your
to you,
scaling
Alan.
is retarded. but
No,
continue.
Alan, let me explain to you, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
do you know the difference between 2D and 3D?
Yes.
Okay, so the difference is depth, right? In 2D beings cannot interact with fourth dimensional beings. They're just fucking nothing. They're drawings on paper to us, or fucking words, right? But that's how fourth dimensional beings see us. We're fucking nothing to them. We literally can't interact with them in any way. So anyone who is able to attack and harm Momoshiki is fourth dimensional. Do you understand it now?
Did you ever stop to think that maybe you're taking the narrative of Naruto a little bit too seriously and you're
I don't
just
no,
scaling
I
for
don't care about the
exponential?
narrative. Neo, I don't care about the narrative. If you can't disprove the scaling, then just like
Mhm.
say you agree.
Okay, disproving the scaling. You have no feats aside saying Momoshiki is 4D based off of a anime, right? I'm not even sure if it's in the manga. In the manga, you know, it
Actually,
could just
it's
it could
in
just
the
be pixie dust. It could be
actually
pixie dust.
what it
It
really
could
is,
be
it's the
uh-huh.
canon continuation or the canon anime because the all of the Boruto anime is actually canon, whether you know that or not.
No, yes, I
In the
know it, but
novelization
in the
of
manga,
the
is it? That's what I'm asking. Can you
no
prove
no
that it's read in the manga?
I don't need for it to be read in the manga, even if
Okay, well the manga is more valid than the anime. The
actually
anime
it's
just has
not.
color.
It's not.
Well, yeah,
The
yeah,
manga and
that's
the
how it's
anime
always been.
are stated to be the same timeline, um, in the same universe, but it's just
Okay.
like they take things differently. Do you want me to get that
Okay, so
interview
as
for
in
you?
there is contradictions
No,
within the
no.
anime and the
Taking
manga.
things
However, you
differently
choose to
does not
take the
mean
manga over the
contradictions.
anime. You
Let
just
no,
said
just
that they're different
yeah. I said they're
timelines
no.
between
I said that they were the
contradictions, as
same
in
timeline.
differences. No, you said they were different.
Can anybody vouch for that? Did I say they were different timelines?
He said they're the same timeline but take things different. Those are his exact words.
Same timelines that take things differently, as in they are different. You can't
No,
say
no.
same and
Taking things
different because
different.
then it becomes an oxymoron.
So let me explain to you, because I don't think you understood what I was trying to say. Take things differently meant that they would go through different arcs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now that you understand that, here's the translation and summary of the Ikimoto interview, where he says that the anime is supervised and oversought, and every single let me get the exact wording. Um, because I don't want to say something. Oh, um, Kodachi himself is responsible for the screenplay of the anime. Supervised by there are 6 or 7 screenwriters supervised by Kodachi. If something is strong enough, Kodachi comes in to monitor everything. Where else does it say? You there's actually the link to the entire thing if you just want to go for that too.
I think I'm okay. But here, let's.
So
Okay,
it's
so
the same
I'm actually
canon.
going to bring up.
And
I'm going to
this
bring
is
up.
actually the novelization where it says
Mhm.
he made the parallel dimension. And even if you were to disprove the Redshift Nebula, still says there's a parallel dimension that he made. It's
Oh,
just like is
okay.
very consistently saying that Momoshiki's universal. No,
Okay.
let's go back to
Well,
the dimensional tiering argument first.
okay. Let's get back to that.
Okay, so Alan, did you finally agree that you have to be 4D to affect a 4D being?
No,
Okay, can you give me as to why you disagree?
because what feats do you have that Sakura is four-dimensional? Do you comprehend
I
the
haven't
claim
even
that she's
gotten there yet.
four-dimensional?
I haven't
Yes, I
gotten there
know,
yet.
and I'm waiting for you to get there. Like that,
Yeah,
the whole argument is
well,
about Sakura. I know you're trying to build up around Sakura to give her feats based off your exponential scaling, which you
no,
don't
how is it
understand what
exponential?
exponential.
How
Because
no,
okay,
how is
you
it
literally did
exponential?
this. Hang on, let me send you these scans of things you said. Ready?
No, I don't care what I've said outside of this debate.
Okay, well I do because it helps me out. So
No, how
you
does it
said
help you out?
Yagura.
So this
Yagura
doesn't
is no
Alan.
Zabuza is relative to Yagura
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah.
survives and
Because
encounters.
he tried to
That is
assassinate him.
exponential because you are giving him multiplicative
So Alan, this is a
for
logical
taking
fallacy.
what happened in
No,
the
Alan, this
war
is a logical
and
fallacy
no,
called
I'm
appeal to
proving that you're an
credibility.
exponential. No, you are exponentially scaling, right? Momoshiki, okay, you know what? 4D being, I'll give you that. However, is it ever stated in Naruto that he is a 4D being?
Yeah,
No, it is
this
not.
isn't fucking Dragon Ball.
You
Things
can
don't have to be
scale
spoon
him.
fed to us.
You can scale him, right? Okay, but you were asking me earlier.
It
Great, he's
actually it
4D.
is said that he
You
created a
said you
universe.
scaled him. No, yes, correct. That I'm not disagreeing with you because I read that as well.
Yeah,
It was what I used when
creating a
versus
universe means that
Kagura.
you're 4D.
However,
If you create a space time, you're 4D. So they basically said it. GG.
so okay, so you're you're claiming victory. That's fine.
No,
Self-proclaimed victory
I'm
is
not
what
claiming
does too.
victory yet. No, I meant on that point. I'm sorry. GP if you
Okay,
wanna be
so
specific.
here I'm not even going to get to extreme. We're not even going to touch galaxy. We're just going to do solar system for now. You believe Sakura is solar system level, correct?
That's argument from incredulity. I don't care.
I'm asking you where you scale her because if you don't put her at
You
solar
you
system,
haven't let
then
me
you
go
can
there.
see that Dragon Ball stomps.
No,
Sakura.
you haven't let me get to Sakura's AP.
Well, then get to Sakura and
Well,
shut the
you
fuck up with
continued.
Momoshiki.
You
Give
can.
me Sakura's feats. Give me your claim for Sakura. Quit beating around the bush, dude. That's
I'm not
literally
beating
all
around the
you're
bush.
doing.
You haven't let me build up
Going
to
off
it.
on a tangent for Momoshiki. You said he's 4D, therefore she's 4D
No,
because she was
I
able.
haven't said
That
that.
is retarded.
So let.
Konohamaru hurts the what was it, the Naraka path, correct? And the
Okay.
Naraka path is being controlled by Nagato. Therefore,
Dude.
you can be quiet. The Naraka path is equal to Konohamaru, or Konohamaru is equal to Nagato. That is what exponential scaling is. That is what you're doing. Do you understand? Do the judges understand?
No, I understand what you're
Konohamaru is
trying.
not
No,
Nagato
I
level.
will let you know what I think if you stop trying to silence me. Because Spencer has been trying to get to the soccer scaling the entire time.
Then get to it.
Well, you haven't let
Just
me.
listen and be patient, right?
Okay, well, I will shut up. I will give you, what do you need, like 15 minutes to get to it?
No,
That's-
it'll probably
I
be
know.
just fucking.
Shut the fuck up and let him do it.
It'll literally be
Okay.
less than 5
Nobody
minutes.
told you to talk. Sit, child. Okay,
He's your
Spencer,
judge.
continue.
I really wouldn't do
Okay,
that.
well, tell the judge to shut the fuck up. Well,
Tessero,
I'll
if you
shut the
could
fuck up.
please be
Okay,
quiet
Spencer,
so I could just finish this
continue.
up. It shouldn't be long. All right.
Speak when spoken to, Tessero.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
So, just look in skin chat. I got you. So, you remember that, well, it doesn't really matter. Naruto can affect a 4D being. He's 4D. He actually pieced the shit out of Momoshiki. Shin then goes on to stab Naruto with his MS ability. So, Shin's there for 4D. What? Did you...
Okay, no, continue.
Well, you already conceded that to affect a 4D being, you're 4D.
You realize conceding implies that I was opposing the argument to begin with, right?
No,
You
it
don't
doesn't.
even know what conceding means.
No, the
That is the literal definition of conceding.
And if anything, the connotation means less than the denotation.
Okay, are you ready for this?
No.
You're about to get hit with a literal definition. Admit that something is true or valid after originally denying or resisting. Which
Okay.
I didn't do, which means you
Okay.
don't
Okay,
know how to use the word
I was
conceding.
wrong on the word concession right there.
So
Sorry.
you concede that you don't know what the word concede is.
No, I concede that I used it incorrectly.
As in you don't know what it means. GG.
Okay. So, Sakura's still 4D. She scales off of 4D Shin, who affected 4D Naruto, so he's 4D. And she mollywops Shin the first time around without help. So, she's 4D and none of your characters can touch her.
So Himawari is 4D because she was able to blitz Naruto.
Yep.
You realize you get memed in the chat, right? Because of
Okay.
exponential scaling.
I don't care.
So, okay. Here, I'm going to use an example you used against you, correct? Well, not really. I'm going to use your own scaling against you. Do you agree that Nagato controls the 6 paths of pain?
This is a non sequitur.
Well, whatever. Non sequitur, off on a tangent. You were doing that. Does Nagato control the paths of pain? Yes.
Yes. They don't scale to him, though.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not arguing that. Okay. Whatever. Nagato's controlling the pains, right? The most powerful is universally agreed to be the
Tendo.
Deva path. Yes, Bancho, Tanin, Almighty Push, Chibaka Tensei, all that good stuff. However, the other paths are still being controlled by him. The Naraka path got outplayed by Konohamaru. So
Yeah.
by your own scaling, you would put Konohamaru at
I
Nagato
haven't.
level
It's
because
not my
Nagato.
scaling. No.
No, that's how you scale, unless you're taking it from Seth or that you spoon feed each other these moronic scalings. So
No.
you think that Konohamaru would be Nagato level because he is able to take down a path of pain, which is being controlled by Nagato. That is the type of scaling you do. If it sounds stupid, believe me.
First of all,
Imagine me
first of
having
all, first of all, this is
Naruto's
different.
4D, Shin is 4D, Himawari's 4D. You know,
Yeah,
these are
actually,
kind of nonsense.
actually, Comp Himawari has even more feats because she also pokes Sasuke so hard that his EMS reverts to base. Um, but none of this matters. So can you please, since you really just have valuable time, Alan, and you don't want any tangents, could you please just address the actual arguments that I've made?
Your arguments are based off of exponential scales and putting people. Okay, do you understand what power scaling is?
Yeah, I
Because,
do.
quite frankly, you do not. Okay, let me give you an
A
example
plus
of
B
a
equals
true.
C.
No, okay, let me give you an example of a true power scaling because you didn't even know what the word concede means or how to use it properly. So you're probably not going to understand what a power scaling is. Ready? This is what a power scaling is. In the lore, we know that first form Frieza casually obliterated planet Vegeta, which is bigger than Earth. Do you agree or disagree with anything I've said?
I agree
So
with
far.
that, but this is a non sequitur.
Okay.
Can you
Well,
please
yes, I
address
know.
the
Well, not
arguments that
sequitur.
I've made?
Shut up. Let me finish. All right. So first one Frieza casually obliterates a planet.
So
Super Saiyan
Alan,
Goku proceeds to fight
let me
final
help
form
you out
Frieza
here.
and defeats him. So then you could scale Goku to above planetary. Well, that's really
You could scale
that's
Goku to
really bad low
above
ball.
planetary in the Super Saiyan or
Yes,
in the
it's
Saiyan
a
saga.
very bad low ball.
You
That's
could
what I'm trying to get at.
Alan,
Anyway,
if you wanna
that
do
is
this
what a
better,
power
you
scaling
can
is.
scale
It is
him to
not.
dwarf star level,
Krillin
but
taps Goku.
you have
Whatever.
conceded that
literally
Sakura is
said
4D due to the burden of rejoinder.
conceded. Says the one who didn't know what conceded meant up until what 7 minutes ago.
All right,
Okay.
no, I didn't know the
Anyway.
connotation behind it.
No, you didn't know the meaning. You used it improperly. Therefore, you conceded to how you use the word conceded. So there's that. Anyway.
So
That
Alan,
is what power scaling is. What you're saying is that Shin was able to stab Naruto, but he was caught off guard, and that makes Shin
it's different.
4D
It's
because
different whenever you're using
Naruto
4D
fights
beings.
Momoshiki, and look, Hashirama. Do you believe Hashirama's planetary? Do you believe originally the Naruto verse was intended to be planetary or 4D, as you like to claim?
No,
it was
no.
never intended.
Actually, it was.
And it
There are two different data book statements that say half of the Nine Tails is planetary.
Yes, correct. Do you think that Hashirama is planetary?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're making this claim based off of the fact that he defeats. I assume it's because he defeated Madara,
Majestic Attire Susanoo. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Are you aware that Hashirama subdued the Nine Tails with Wood Style, which suppresses QB chakra?
Yeah,
Beast chakra.
Yeah, the problem.
The beast.
So the problem with that is
make
we've
him
seen
stronger. That just means he has an ability.
So
that
Alan,
strength,
let me
right?
explain wood style to you, because we see from Yamato that you can't suppress chakra that's like just woefully greater than yours, and if half of the Nine Tails is like I would say that all of the forms that Yamato suppressed, like easily, which is what Hashirama literally just puts his fucking hand on the shit and it passes out, which is something way greater than Yamato was ever able to do with much weaker nine-tailed form Naruto's. And so we see that it like kind of scales proportional to how strong you are. And so based on what we've seen out of wood style suppression, I am under the impression that since he was able to just easily suppress all the chakra of this like full Nine Tails, that yes, he would be planetary or above.
Okay, so Himawari is able to.
Alan, please just go to my arguments.
And no, I'm trying to make you understand how stupid your arguments are.
No, I don't care how stupid they are. You can't debunk them.
Himawari knocks out not only Kurama, Naruto, right? So Himawari 4D confirmed Himawari has more destructive power than Hashirama. These are the type of scalings you use. You think Kakuzu pre-Earth Grudge, which is a severely nerfed
I
Kakuzu,
never
is
said pre-Earth
non-
Grudge.
No, you said that Kakuzu survived an encounter. This is pre-Earth Grudge, a canon fact. You can't argue against it. Kakuzu gets Earth Grudge after he defects from the village when he gets shamed for not killing Hashirama, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So I said
So you
Kakuzu.
said, and
So I said
I
Kakuzu
have
scales
a
above
scan of you
KCM1.
saying, no, you said that Kakuzu could be put relative to Hashirama because he survived
I
an encounter.
did I say
By your
relative
own-
to?
Okay, let me pull up this crispy scan I have. Give me
And
one second. But while I
so
do
let
that,
me
I will
steel man
continue.
you.
So you believe
So
that
Alan,
Madara is weaker than
argument from
Kakuzu
incredulity.
because
I don't
Kakuzu-
give a fuck.
Because okay, quit using words you very obviously don't know. You didn't even know what conceded means, so you don't need to.
Just because you didn't know what
Understand
proceeding
what I'm
was.
saying.
You know
Richard,
how to
please
say-
mute yourself.
Yeah, mute yourself. Speak when spoken
Yeah.
Alan,
to.
stop being
Zabuza's
rude.
Yagura level.
Did I say
Being rude,
Yagra
well,
level?
it's legit. Yes, you did. You said your exact word. Zabuza is relative to Yagura.
Do you know what
Do you know
relative
what
means?
the word relative means? That's actually funny that you would ask me. Also, I will say GG because we both thought of the same thing. Considered in relation or in proportion to. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean quite on par, but it does mean, more or less. So let's say Yagura has a power level of 10. Of course, I'm just using a
And
number you can understand.
Zabuza
That
would
would put
have.
Zabuza at 8 or 12. It's not going to put him at half power. It's relative,
I was
close
I
enough
was thinking more a
that
7, but I understand why you're upset with the statement.
I'm not upset with the statement. I think it's just a stupid statement.
Okay.
And then you
So can
you
instead
said
of
Kakuzu
taking
fighting Hashirama is pretty consistent. And then you said something about can he? It doesn't matter if Kakuzu is in, regardless. Anyways, so by your own scaling, Kakuzu fighting Hashirama makes him Hashirama level. Kakuzu surviving Hashirama makes him above Madara level because they both fought Hashirama.
I never
before
said
Madara
that.
died. That's how you scale. What I'm trying to say is that is how you scale. Shin stabbed Naruto, therefore Shin is 4D and is about as strong. QB Chakra mode, 6-path Sage mode, Naruto, and Rinnegan Sasuke because he managed to stab one of them.
Both of
He
them
manages
actually.
to, yeah, he manages to touch Sakura, therefore he has the strength of Sakura. These are the types of
I
things
never
I'm
said his
trying to
AP
make you
scales. Never said that his AP scales.
Did I
Just
say
his dimensional
that you
tiering.
said that?
No, you said as strong as Sakura, which is AP.
Yes, okay, that was an example. Did you? I don't know if you heard when I said he taps her on the shoulder, therefore he's as strong as Sakura. You probably would make the claim that Itachi is planetary because
No,
Hashirama
he's
said
not.
he is a better shinobi than him. Like,
No, I
do
make
you
that
understand the
claim as a joke
retardation?
sometimes.
I would hope you make it as a joke because I am like, do you think Tonto's bad? Wait till you see me in an Itachi debate. I'm even worse than Tonto. I'm not retarded. But I wouldn't scale Itachi. I wouldn't. Some people think Itachi's continental because he was able to break a weakened Chibaku Tensei. He's not continental. There's no proof of it. His strongest attack being the Yazuka beats at most is like forest level. Like, and you guys make. This is why I call you guys exponential scalers. It's a term I coined because you guys take one feat. And do you know what the word exponential means? Just like
Yes.
1 times 2 times 3 times 4. It doesn't just go. You don't go off steps. You guys skip a ton of steps to get to where you're at. For example, do you agree that
I
the
never
power
even
difference
said
between
adult
solar
Sakura has
system-
AP. I never said she has
you,
like.
Okay, you think she solos the Dragon Ball viewers, which is a really retarded claim, and the fact that I'm here defending that claim or going against it is pathetic.
Well,
right?
you
So,
haven't given any real
let me give you-
opposition yet.
Okay, here is the opposition. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Cell is confirmed solar system buster. Plus, do you know what a buster is? If not, I will explain. And I'm actually going to explain. Just
No,
based
he
off
has.
you not knowing
Yes,
conceding.
yes. It
Solar-
means you
solar
have
system
DC
means
to
his
destroy
strongest
something.
attack, if he wanted to, he could destroy a solar system and or tank an attack that would destroy a solar system.
Well, can
Correct.
you prove
What
that
feats
key
do you
scales?
have?
Can you prove that key scales durability to AP?
Durability. Well, he has regen, and he was able to overpower and beat. Well, no. It's because, like I said, there's two definitions there. There is solar system durability, solar system
AP, and DC. Yes.
Destructive. Okay, well, we'll just go with the destructive capacity. Cell can destroy a solar system. Do you agree or disagree with?
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, which you should. Otherwise, I would just end the debate because it's stupid of you to
Well, I
not
mean,
agree.
you've kind of
Anyway.
lost all the points thus far.
I personally don't think I've lost any points. If anything, I've just gave you plenty of examples of why your scaling is stupid. Anyway, so
Well, you see,
Cell, solar system. What proof do you have that Sakura has an attack that could destroy a solar system? She punches Momoshiki, who is 4D. You also said that Shin, who has a shitty Magneto, right?
she never punches Momoshiki. Never stated that.
Shin.
Shin?
Shin.
Okay, so Shin, yeah.
Yeah.
She punches
Shin, who's 4D because he stabbed Naruto and Sasuke. Therefore, Sakura is 4-dimensional. Do you understand the magnitude of being a 4-dimensional being? Can Sakura create a universe? Can she destroy a universe?
She probably could.
No,
I don't care.
Okay.
She could.
Prove
I
she
don't
could
care.
create a universe. She punched Momoshiki.
Because she's a fourth-dimensional being.
Basis.
Shin.
That is the entire. Okay. Do you the Bleach verse loses to Naruto? If not, then you just lost the debate.
Do I think the Bleach verse loses to Naruto?
Yes.
I mean, they speed blitz, but yeah. They would lose, yes.
So you think, okay, so you think Sakura
Yuha is 2x universal and then some.
Okay, here.
Actually, no. Yuha and Aizen actually say, Aizen or Yuha says that he's a dimensional tier above all the Shinigami, and that Ichigo is a dimensional tier above him, so no. That puts Ichigo at 5D.
1 second.
So no, I don't believe that. They have AP lower, yes.
Okay. Alright. I'm just pulling up a gist of the definition for dimension, or dimensional being, or universal. Because I need you to understand that Sakura is not universal. Sakura is not 4D. Because at then, it's like you said, right? 2D, 3D. Sakura essentially becomes omnipotent. Do you know what the word omnipotent means?
I never claimed she was omnipotent. Omnipotent is all powerful and very, very far beyond.
And you also made the claim that Kakashi was omnipotent.
Jokingly, probably, yes.
Well, here's the thing. Claims are very, very stupid to begin with. Like,
okay.
I'm pretty sure you weren't, but, that's irrelevant.
Kakashi's.
So,
you think I unironically? Okay, this doesn't matter.
Her most powerful attack. What is Sakura's most powerful attack?
Cherry Blossom Crash.
Okay, and you think that's solar
system? You can scale her to beyond solar system off of Kaguya.
Yeah, she punches Kaguya.
No, I never said. No, that's not what I said. I said you can scale her off of Kaguya. I mostly meant that she scales more to like base Momo and Kin.
Okay.
Who are like
Momoshiki was losing to fainted, weakened, drained, Naruto and Sasuke, right? Naruto had been. I don't even watch Boruto that much. That's why I don't debate it. But I know your claim's fucking retarded. But regardless, I'm sure you watch Boruto, so you can tell me the exact ins and outs. Naruto was drained when fighting Momoshiki.
He had 50% of his chakra.
Okay, so he was fighting. And do you agree that chakra scales people to their?
Yeah.
Okay, so like a 30% Itachi is 30% of his power. So anyway.
Wait. 30% of his chakra. There's actually statements. There's actually statements to believe, or let me rephrase this. Chakra scales to just chakra. That's pretty obvious. But the 30% Itachi clone from like Shippuden actually has like a fire style that's on par with the Itachi that fought Sasuke. So you can say that he just only has 50% of his, or 30% of his chakra, and not so much
strength.
Yeah.
Okay, but you agree that Naruto was drained. That's really all we need. Naruto was at a disadvantage.
Naruto
Sasuke because he had just teleported like 50 fucking people.
Do you want me to explain why Sasuke was also like very drained, even more
I
so.
literally just said that he was drained.
No, but he was actually at more of a disadvantage than Naruto.
Well, that's my point. Momoshiki fought two very weakened versions of adult Sasuke and Naruto. So to say that yes, he might be 4D, but he was still getting his ass beat by 50% Naruto and a severely weakened Sasuke with one arm. So,
Yeah, exactly.
4D getting his ass whooped by characters who barely scaled the solar system.
No, they scaled to him. You can't say
Look,
that they barely scaled the
feats
solar system.
feats are fun, right? Toneri splits the moon by accident. So from there, we could say that Naruto, since he's gotten stronger, he could destroy the moon and even
Well,
the
actually, there's a
planets. Like he
statement
could.
that could imply that Toneri's on par with Kaguya.
Well, Toneri's, like I said, I don't care. They
Oh,
make Toneri stronger than Kaguya. It doesn't really change. Toneri accidentally splits the fucking. Accidentally, which means had he been trying, he could
Wait,
have
so are you
obliterated the
are you
fucking.
steel manning me on Toneri being as strong as Kaguya?
No.
You said make Toneri as strong as Kaguya. I don't care.
I said make him stronger than Kaguya, make him stronger than Momoshiki, make him weaker. I don't care. He
So,
accidentally
do you
splits
want
the
me?
fucking moon.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Regardless of where you rank him in strength, I could think that he's weaker than fucking Itachi. He still split the fucking moon. Like that's the bottom line. Toneri splits the moon. Correct. Yeah. Well, I mean that's goddamn literally. Kurama like pulls it back together. Like Kurama is moon level. I mean it says in the data book that Kurama is planetary. Here is my issue with your scalings. You think that because an attack lands, it instantly equalizes to
Never said that.
whoever it had landed. Yeah, no, you did. You said that Sakura punched Shin, who was 4D because he stabbed Naruto,
So,
and
do you want me?
Naruto was fighting
I think.
Momoshiki, and that's how you scale.
So I think that I need.
Yeah.
I think that I need to explain this to you because I don't think you're fully understanding. What I'm saying is, actually splitting the moon calc puts him more on multi-cont, but so let me
Well,
fully
it puts him on moon level because he destroyed the moon by definition.
I think it's just so low moon level that it's just multi-cont.
Okay, well,
Multi-cont plus.
He accidentally did it.
Yeah, he did accidentally do it. So I think he definitely scales above. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying that specific feat. So let me explain. Fourth dimensional and like dimensional tiering is weird because you cannot affect someone a dimensional or you can't affect someone a dimensional tier above you. So if you do affect them like physically, you must be on their dimensional tier. Does it make more sense? I'm not saying that her like well yes I am saying her AP scales because chakra is how that works. But I'm not just saying because she can like touch them per se. Or yes, because she can touch them. It's weird. It's hard to understand, but you have to like really it's interesting.
Okay, so you think Boruto is 4D?
Well, that was a drained Momoshiki. It said he lost all of his chakra.
Okay, but he still hurt him. Why does it?
Can you
Is
prove?
Boruto
Can you
4D?
prove that him being drained of chakra would still keep his dimensional tiering?
No, can you prove that he wouldn't?
I just asked you to prove it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Whenever you guys do this, can you prove this shit? Is because you guys don't know what you're asking. You don't have a counter for it, and then when you get hit with the inverse of it, you guys.
So
if
then
I had asked you,
then I could
can
just
you
say
prove
that.
that he doesn't lose it.
All right, Boruto's
What would
4D.
you have
I don't
said?
give a fuck.
Boruto is 4D, yet still a Genin. Do you understand how
I don't.
strong
I don't
Boruto
care.
is 4D?
I don't care how ridiculous my claims are. You can't address them.
Because there's no basis to address them off.
Is there anything else you would like to say, or can we just go to closing statement?
Well, I think I'm just going to close because I've already proved that your scaling is retarded because you probably think Kakuzu is stronger than Madara and like he's stronger than Itachi because he's
I never.
Madara,
That's an
but-
argument from incredulity.
No, that's how you scale. That is literally how you scale, and I have scans, manga scans of you saying Zabuza is relative to Yagura and
Yeah,
Yagura is
relative.
fighting KCM1 Naruto, which means fucking Zabuza is KCM1 level and above.
Well, I have consistent scaling to say that like Zabuza and Kakazu and them all scaled to like KCM1 in speed. But please finish your.
Speed, I have scaling that puts Itachi well above. Those are things you can prove. It's not like you need to also understand what narrative buffs are, right? If Itachi were to be reintroduced to the series, let's say there's a fucking festival, Edo Tensei, Dia de los Muertos type shit, Itachi's evil, do you really think Itachi would get clapped, despite the fact that he should get thoroughly shit stomped by this point? Do you think they would write him to get clapped by Naruto and
I don't
Sasuke?
care about the narrative.
So, and that's why you're failing as a debate, in my opinion. Like, the best debaters I have gone up know how to they understand outliers and narratives to the fullest extent.
Well,
Such
actually,
as Kishimoto, like the lightning feet. They get the what's it called? The speed of lightning incorrect. First of all, like, 1/1000th of a second. We just proven that. and then there's what the fuck is it? Mikyun's sword being speed. I'm pretty sure it was just fucking saving because whatever. Just get to. I'm going off on a tangent. Just get to the whatever. It's F1. Go to the Spencer.
did you call me a Seth clone? Thank you.
I said Seth won because the only person I've ever debated that had me this done with today, tomorrow, next week is Seth.
Like your Lord
I mean,
Seth
he
or
lost.
Seth the programmer?
Yes, your Lord Seth, and he got clapped.
Yeah, I clapped the shit out of him. It was kind of
Yeah,
bad,
he's
but
an idiot.
let me go on to my closing
I-
statement.
Where he
My
got-
opponent hasn't addressed any of my arguments in any meaningful way or with any contradiction, and so it doesn't really matter. I've just thoroughly shit stomped this debate.
I suppose.
Give your closing statement.
Okay, I never addressed his debate. I did address his argument. I did address his argument. He said that because get ready. Get your flowcharts out, guys, because it's a little complicated. He said that Sakura can be scaled to 4D because she punched Shin, who stabbed Naruto, who fought Momoshiki, who Shin also stabbed Sasuke, and he also fought Momoshiki, albeit drained. So that puts them at above 4D because they were beating up Momoshiki. That means Sakura is above 4D. My counter to that was something simple. Do you think Konohamaru is Nagato level? He never addressed that. Obviously, Konohamaru isn't fucking Nagato level, but Nagato was directly controlling the Naraka path. No other way around it. So, and he managed to kill the Naraka path. So, that's my closing statement.
Before we get a judge, or before Tessero gives his final verdict, does anybody want to weigh in on who they think won? Or I guess Tessero should give his final verdict beforehand, but
This was awfully fucking hard to listen to, right? Because Neo Aqua just, based on how he felt after hearing what Spencer said, he didn't allow himself to actually attack his argument, and he just started going on a whole bunch of random tangents that had like nothing to do with what Spencer had to say. All his random examples are literally non sequiturs, and at any time anyone tried to tell him to stay on point, he would just tell them to shut up and try to speak over them.
Correct.
And
Speak when spoken to.
Yeah, you kept saying speak when spoken to. It's like,
Mm.
but you're an actual. Actually, you know what? I won't say that. That's.
Oh, say, believe me, you won't defend me, whatever it is.
Either way, dude, you never addressed Spencer's actual arguments, right? And you never debunked anything. You're just trying to dance around it with some crazy fucking trying to make things equivalent, like Konohamaru and Nagato or something. I was like, what are you doing? Just
It's a
address the argument.
scaling that is directly comparable to what he was saying.
It's not the
If
thing.
you listened, I
No,
don't know
I
if
I
James, your
listen. Trust me, I
strong suit.
listen.
Okay, so you understand that he said, he has it recorded, he can play it. He said that Sakura is 4D because she punches Shin, who stabs Naruto, who fought Momoshiki. Did you hear that part? Yes, you did. Did you hear when I said Konohamaru is not
Dude.
good
Hold one
level?
second. Don't
Okay,
answer.
Shut up.
after
Just
asking
give
the
your
question.
verdict.
He
I
basically
gave
already
my
did.
verdict, you fucking idiot.
Okay, he won. Well, GG, Seth. I still think you're an idiot, and the claims are absolutely ludicrous. So.
But you
Doesn't
can't
matter
disprove
what an
them.
idiot thinks, right?
You can think
Bro,
my
why is
claims or
everyone so
whatever.
aggressive?
Because
It's a debate.
no, he came in. Before we ever started debating, he was talking all this hot shit, and then he just like didn't debunk any of my arguments. It's pretty sad.
Exalted, if you want to give your verdict, you can give your verdict. I
Oh,
even asked that before.
Jazz, Geico, are you guys judging too?
I just joined, so I don't think it's. I'm a.
I want to hear Geico's verdict
worthy.
though.
Geico's in school right now. I
Oh,
don't think he can talk.